I'm going to show you what no artist in their right mind should ever show you, and that is all of my layers. I use a traditional underpainting technique for my digital art called a grisaille. It's basically just a grayscale underpainting. They call it the dead layer. I'll show you. That's what it looks like. In oil painting, I usually do this layer opaque, but in digital, I do it transparent. I do an underpainting to set the values, the shadows, the light. It's like creating a sculpture. Over this, I add glazes of colour. In oils, I add medium to thin down my paint for glazes of colour. In digital, I just drop the transparency. Mostly I use the chalk brush for this. And then I lightly go over it sometimes with spray to add texture. I get exactly the same effect by using an old brush for my oils. So the glazes would go on with my pretty brushes like this. And then I would add texture with my old worn out brushes like these. When you completely ruin a brush, keep them. They're very handy. I'll show you what the colour layer looks like without the underpainting. Can you see how it's very pale translucent layers that I add? The next layers are what start to make my art look unique. I add manga comic lines and traditional inking and cross-hatching. Let's look at the penciling on its own. Take away the colour, take away the underpainting. And that's the penciling. And it is literally 6B pencil that I use. Over the top of that, to define some of the lines, I add inking. This one's got quite simple inking, but it can be complicated. That's all I added. And that's with just the colour. And that's with the underpainting. You can see the difference that an underpainting adds. So that is it with just the translucent colours, and there is the underpainting. The reason that I love digital so much is that in traditional, I can't mix my love of oil with my love of ink, but with digital, I can.
I cannot breathe without you being right by my side. I'll die. So can you please come over closer, hold me tight right now. 벗어나기 위해 몸부림쳐봐야 there's no answer. 해와 잠들 때까지 뜻했대. I really wanna know. Yeah. 난 이미 lost control. Oh. I'm going crazy now. 그 잡을 수 없이 난 다시 또 이 밤을 지새우다. 알잖아 널 가만히 둘 수 없는 걸 알잖아 널 가만히 둘 수 없는 걸